Hi, good afternoon. It's a beautiful afternoon where I am. Good to see you, all of you joining. Good to see you. Thank you for showing up. This month of July has been interesting. I have just been showing up with pleasant surprises. Okwe, how are you? I sent someone to you. She's going to reach out pretty soon. Benga, I see you. All the good people. How is summer over there? Summer is good in Dallas. I'm enjoying my life. I work from home. When I'm tired, I jump in the pool or into the pool. I like water, so all my houses have water. There must be water in my house, a pool to be precise. It helps my mental health. So it is good in the city of Dallas. Could you please let me know what country you are representing and where you are experiencing this conversation from? My name is Oyin Konsola Alabi. I work as the emotions doctor. My job is divided into 3 different elements. I help people move from a place of dissatisfaction to satisfaction, unhappiness to happiness, meaninglessness to meaning. It is my pleasure to be here. Okwe says he's in Texas. Are you serious? Nigeria, there's Texas, there's Nigeria. Who else is here? Who else is here? Who else is here? Who else is here? What country is here? Yeah, it's hot in Texas, but I like it. Nigeria. Good to see all of us. I will be dropping today's title very soon. Please tell your friends to join, tell your colleagues, your spouses, everybody that you know. I will be dropping the title anytime soon. Nigeria is here. United States is here. Where are my Ghanaians, my Germans, Indians? Oh, UK is represented here. Rwandans, all the good people who share their lives with me. Where are you? Nigeria is here. Good to see all of us. Good to see us. Good to see us. Good to see us. Yeah, good to see us. Good to see us. Today's conversation is going to be very interesting. I have titled it, You Can't Achieve Your Way Out of Trauma. You can't achieve your way out of trauma. If you have been listening to me since the month of June, good to see you, Lawyer Debo. If you have been listening to me since the month of June, you would see that I have declared a state of emergency on trauma and adverse childhood experiences. So, we're going to start the conversation anytime from now. You can't achieve your way out of trauma. That is what today's conversation is about. You can't achieve your way out of trauma. Good to see us. My ever-present team member is always here, Elisha. I'm so proud of you. He's representing Emotion City. I usually don't tell them when I'm coming online. I just show up as, a form of surprise. Like I'm just here. But he just has a way of, just ensuring that he's such a good team player, gentleman, and he wants his company to succeed. So thank you so much, Elisha, for always showing up. Thank you, everybody that is here. Today's topic is titled, yes, please, as I'm speaking, some of you should be tweeting it. Do you understand? Just be dropping the gems. Just be dropping the gems. We're in this together. I show up every time to just give you these massive things free of charge. So be dropping the gems. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be a part of the YouTube channel. Buy badges. Just, just romance me. Just make me feel sweet. You can achieve your way out of trauma is what today's conversation is called. You can't achieve your way out of trauma. It ain't gonna happen. I just thought that I should call you back. Wobi, as we say in Nigeria. You can't achieve your way out of trauma. So just in case you think that these layers of success that you are adding every month and every quarter and every year is going to be a covering and a fortress, it ain't gonna happen. You can't achieve your way out of trauma. Help me tell your neighbor. The same way we say at worship centers. Help me tell your neighbor that you can't achieve your way out of trauma. Help me tell your neighbor. Tap somebody. Tap Toluwani, tap Oyewole, tap Morayo Akinola, tap Benga Bangbushe. Tap someone and say, you can't achieve your way out of trauma. Amen, somebody? You can't achieve your way. So in case you think that your success is going to be a fortress, I'm going to remove my glasses so that I can look into your eye and say to you that you can achieve your way out of trauma. You must fix your trauma at the same time you are accelerating and progressing in your career. That career that you are focused on, I love it. I want you to succeed. I want you to be an achiever, to be everything that you want to be. But that's your personal life, that personal life of yours. We are going to fix it. We would invest in it. We would concentrate on it. We would immerse ourselves in it the same way we immerse ourselves in our careers. Just imagine if the hours you spend on certification courses, on traveling, on conferences, on training, everything, the same hours you're spending and investing in your career, you're spending and investing in your personal life. Just imagine. Do you know how emotionally stable and sweet and happy and fulfilling your personal life is going to be? Just imagine. Imagine if you were as concentrated as you are on your career, on your personal life. That fight malice and stonewalling and yelling and shouting and the addictions that you have, the coping mechanisms, do you know how we would have dealt with them? No. I am not going to leave you until you reparent your inner child. Do you understand? As long as you are in my world and you belong to Fluffy Life Association, you are going to concentrate on your personal life the same way you are concentrating on your career and your finance. Every month, you are looking for how to earn more money online. You are looking for promotion. You are looking for recommendations and referrals. But your personal life is distracting you. Because when they recommend you, you will not get the job done. When they recommend you, you will show up late. When they recommend you, you will mess up the job. Ego, arrogance, do you know who I am mantra? You are not trustworthy. The word integrity means nothing to you. No, we're not going to do that anymore. We are unsubscribing from bad behaviors. We're not going to pretend that because we're achievers and we're professionals, everything about us is sorted. No, you cannot achieve your way out of trauma. Say that to your neighbor one more time. You cannot achieve your way out of trauma. What is your coping skill? What is your coping skill? Your coping skill may be food, it may be sex, it may be alcohol addiction, it may be material things, it can be anything. Your approach to life may be through flight, freeze, or fighting. When you encounter a rough spot, you fight, you flee, or you freeze. And then any little thing, you think that because you are successful, that's the end. No, you cannot achieve your way out of trauma. Look at your CV. Look at everything you've achieved in the past 2 years or maybe the past 5 years. Look at your bank account and your bank balance. Look at who your CV says that you are. Is your personal life in alignment with your career? Your career is not a fortress. Your success is not a fortress. When you go to bed at night, what are your thoughts? Are you filled with joy and happiness, or filled with tears and lamentations and fears and regret? What conversation do you have with your pillow at night? That is my concern today. What conversation do you have with your pillow? When you are bedding down, what do you say? If you are not excited to go to bed and excited to wake up, then you should know that we must fix ourselves. Your career is not a fortress. Help me tell your neighbor. Hold your neighbor's hand. Stare into your neighbor's eyes and say, just like I'm opening my eyeballs, your career is not a fortress. I know that you're trying so hard to succeed, and I am rooting for you, and I love it. But in case you think that your success is going to cover up your bad behavior, your success is going to drown your broken inner child, I just said I should tell you that it ain't gonna happen. Yes, if you don't have a neighbor, I'm your neighbor. Tell your neighbor that you cannot achieve your way out of success. You can be successful and be an emotional bully. You can be successful and be a narcissist. You can be successful and be controlling. You can be successful and be an angry adult. You can be successful and be a cheat. You can be successful and be an emotional terrorist. Success is not a fortress. We are going to deal and reparent our inner child. I have set an emergency on everybody listening to me. Your inner child, members of Fluffy Life Association. I am not joking with anybody, including myself. 2022, July 15th, we are doing what? We're going to say to ourselves, we cannot achieve our way out of trauma. The brokenness that we're dealing with, we must fix. I know that you're praying. After praying, please visit a therapist. I know that you're praying. After praying, sign up for the Reparenting Your Inner Child workshop. It is happening this month. You can send me a DM. Reparenting Your Inner Child workshop, very crucial. Do you think it is normal to be yelling and shouting? Do you think it is normal to drown yourself in alcohol, in porn, in masturbation? Do you think it is normal to be abusive to women? To respond to conversation with violence? Do you think it is normal to hop from one partner to the other? Do you think it is normal to misbehave? Your soul understands that you are good and kind. Your soul understands normalcy. Your soul understands stability. And your soul is wondering and asking questions and saying something is fundamentally wrong here and we need to fix this emptiness. Emptiness is not going to be fixed by perfumes. It's not going to be fixed by cars, by your gadgets or the type of phone or your accent or your hair. Skin whitening, lightening, cosmetic surgery will not fix any iota of emptiness. We are going to sit down with our souls to fix the content. The more money you spend attempting to cover up the emptiness in your soul, the more you invest in things, the more exposed you become. Things don't cover up your soul. After the perfume, then the emptiness. After the designer, then the emptiness. You can be a very handsome murderer. You can be a beautiful terrorist. Some of us, our brokenness is what is disturbing us from establishing beautiful friendships and relationships. We project our fears, our failures, our insecurities. It is not normal to be snooping on your partner's phone. It is not normal to be monitoring them. It is not normal to be controlling. Something is fundamentally wrong, and we need to attend to the inner desires of our hearts. Once again, we cannot achieve our way out of success. So in case you think that all your achievements will be a fortress, I just thought I should just come and break your heart. That no, even if you sit in the White House, we would know you are broken. No matter how much you earn, we would know that you're broken. Makeup does not cover a brokenness. Cosmetic surgery does not remodel brokenness. What is happening at the external zone does not recreate what is happening internally. Your internal castle is what controls your external empire. So, you can be a highly successful terrorist. At the mention of your name, people disappear. Do you understand? So, what are you going to do differently to say, I will fix and reparent my inner child? How many hours are you going to spend on yourself daily? Personal development. I'm not talking about vibes and inshallah. No, personal development. How many hours are you going to spend on yourself daily? I don't want to hear there's no time. I lived in Mushin for 18 years. Mushin is a part of Lagos, Nigeria. If they give you an apartment there, you won't want to live there for free, most likely. I left Mushin in 2018, 4 years ago. Permit me to say 4 freaking years ago. How many hours are you going to spend on yourself? How hard are you going to be on your sex? You go so hard on your career. Do you go hard on your personal life? Or your personal life is just vibes and inshallah as they go? Are you serious? Let me wear my glasses. I want to see your eye. Are you serious? You are using your personal life to do taekwondo? Well, let me remind you, people are dying alone now. Especially old men in their 60s. When they were younger, they thought that their achievements would be a fortress. So they were playing around, didn't take care of their family members, didn't take care of their children. By the time they got to their 60s and started dealing with issues of life, including medical issues, the wife was gone, children gone. Side chicks have become side chicks to other people. That's their permanent job description. And if it works for them now, no. Yeah. What are you going to do differently? What are the things you will stop doing and the things you will start doing in your personal life? Some people will say, I don't know, I've been trying so hard to be successful. The road to success is very long ago. In case it's not tell you, don't believe Instagram success. Don't believe Instagram success. This conversation I'm having with you today is my 5th conversation. I've had 2 or 3 sessions today. This is my 5th conversation. So you can imagine how many hours I've been talking. Do you understand? That's 1 day in 365. It is work. Work. You have to show up daily if you are interested in succeeding in your... Remove your career. I know that the picture they have painted to us is that when you are financially successful, everything is okay. People who have money know that money answers all things, and there are so many things money can answer, and you won't know until you have the money. I deal with people that have money, and I have my own, and I know that there are so you can be very wealthy and very lonely. You can even buy. You can buy attention. You can buy sex. You can buy proprietary affection. People can even pretend to be in your life just because of who you are, because there's a tendency people will not criticize what they benefit from. Do you understand? Madam Gay, how are you? When are you going to drop offering? Madam Gay, is it that I'm not fine enough for offering? Welcome. We can't achieve our way out of trauma. We have to fix trauma. No matter the award you get, it won't fix your trauma. No matter the promotion, it won't fix your trauma. If you relocate, you just now have international trauma. Do you understand? Your trauma now has local and global experiences. Do you understand? Yes. So this success that all of us want to experience, we will experience it. But until you achieve personal success, you are not yet successful. And I'm going to tell you, as a black therapist, do you understand? Until you achieve personal success, you are not yet successful. Until you achieve personal success, you are not yet successful. All these vibes, career vibes that we're doing, certifications, promotions, joining associations, fellowship, doing everything, looking for how to buy the world. World richest men, can you see what is going on in their relationships? Because there's a difference between career and personal. You can be very successful and be a bully, a financial bully. You can be a narcissist. You can be very mean even though you have money. Do you understand? So the fact that you have money does not mean that you have sense. You can be an emotional kidnapper. Any heart that enters into your hand like this, you will kill. Nobody gives you their heart and remains the same. Nobody. They can't give you their heart and remain the same. You will destroy it. You will put it in bondage. And it has nothing to do with your achievement in life. So when you are arranging your plaque, your award, everywhere you have been in this world, so that people can worship you, it's okay. But I am just here to call your soul and to say that you can achieve your way out of trauma. And you and I know how trauma shows up. What conversation do you have with your pillow? What does your conscience say to you every time you go back to that pain? Every time you go back to that habit that you cope with? You can even have people around you and still be very lonely and alone. Trauma will show up at work, it will show up in your relationship, in your marriage, everywhere. So if you are interested in fixing your trauma, I have 120 videos on YouTube. Please just be watching them. However, you will not be able to ask me questions and learn from me. So to ask me questions or learn from me, please show up at the Inner Child Workshop. It is happening this month. We need to reparent our inner child. Let the child and the adult reconcile. The child in you desires joy, peace, and happiness, and there must be a reconciliation. You can't keep saying, I miss myself. We can't keep crying ourselves to bed. We can't keep malfunctioning, shouting, yelling. In fact, trauma makes us suspicious. Our trust quotient is low. We are a wall. People can't pierce through. When people want to be close to you, you suspect them. Vulnerability is not a word that your heart understands. And it is not because you are not a good person. It is just because your life experiences has folded you to a point where you don't understand what release means anymore. You don't understand what receiving or how to receive anymore. Life experiences has made us rigid and tough. And then they will say, oh, you are very resilient. There's a difference between being resilient and being thickened. There's a difference between being receptive and being hard. One sweet Yoruba human being bought badges. I call it Lady Yoruba. That's how people romance me. Do you understand? Just drop offering. In fact, it's serious offering, like $1 million. Those are the things that we're dealing with now. Thank you. Do you understand? You can't achieve your way out of trauma. I just said I should come and tell you, if you were Nigerian now, I will pull my ear. The meaning of pulling my ear is for emphasis that you hear. That's what it means. I want you to ascend the career ladder and also take yourself with you, your healthy self. When they strip you of your titles, CEO, founder, venture capitalist, founding partner, director, manager, kinecon, when they strip you of those titles, who are you? That's the business I have. Who are you without titles? Without your children, without your husband, without the titles, without the packaging, without the awards, without your CV. That's my thing. Who are you without those things? If your answer is not healthy, please be at the Reparenting Your Inner Child workshop. Who are you without drama? Who are you without the noise, the clanging cymbal, without business class tickets, who are you without those things? When last were you your authentic self? That people will see you and you have nothing to prove. You don't have to name drop, no. You have nothing, absolutely nothing to prove. The title once again is you can't achieve your way out of trauma. You cannot achieve your way out of trauma. There's this vibe and craziness going on. Everybody wants to look, feel, and sound successful. It's okay. My business is your personal success, not your career success. Because when you are personally successful, you will most likely be professionally successful. When people can see your personal value, you will most likely be hot cake. And they will place a demand for your professional value. But when you are just professionally cool and your personal life is zero, it will be dropping, like gas, full tank, it gets to 3/4, it gets to half, it gets to quarter, and you just disappear. So we're not just going to focus on our career success. We're going to focus on our personal success. Who are you without your titles? You see that I'm opening my eye. I'm even doing eye exercise. Who are you without your titles? That's my question to you today. Without those awards, those drama you people are doing up and down. In fact, sometimes we actually feel that awards, international awards, are better. No. That something is from abroad does not mean it's above all. No. No. If what you are wearing makes you feel bigger than you are, or the car you are driving, or the house you live in, we need to fix it. Things must not make you feel anyhow. You don't have to be flaunting your red souls for us to see your value. No. You don't have to flaunt an accent for us to see your value. You don't have to flaunt a wristwatch for us to see your value. In fact, sometimes when you are looking for deals, people will see you off to your car so that they will know the kind of car you are driving. They say it's called, what do they call it? The English has disappeared from my head. Perception. I don't have a problem with perception, packaging, branding, personal branding, those English words we throw around. Good. After the branding, what's left? That's the content I'm after. Don't brand yourself to the point where when people discover you, they will be very surprised at the emptiness. Do you understand? Let your personal success, your emotional stability, the hard work you are doing on yourself. If you are somebody's husband, At this point, they should not even be telling you that you should not cheat. Cheating is lack of self-respect. And if men say that respect is their food, or how do they even say it? Respect is a man's food. I don't know how they say something about man and respect. If your food is respect, how are you disrespecting yourself? What's really going on? There are some corrections you should not be having once you transcend 30. Do you understand? Once you are 30 like this, there are some conversations people should not be telling you. Like you should be loyal, you should be this, you should be that. There are some things that you should not be engaging in. Because we should have outgrown some dramatic movements that people are saying you should be loyal in a marriage you swore loyalty to. It's not normal. That you are not participating as a parent in parenting. It's not normal. How can you bring children into the world? You know that you had an option. You could have done vasectomy or whatever men also do. You know all those things, you could have done them and left children to be with their creator. When you now transport children, you do global exchange, foreign exchange. You bring them from where they hid them. There's light there, there's Wi-Fi, there's joy. You bring a child from wherever the child was enjoying to one world. You will now say you will not raise the child. You know those are not normal behaviors. That's why we need to reparent our inner child. It is not also normal to be fighting up and down. We are not a veteran. We cannot achieve our way out of success. Out of trauma. Success cannot be the cover-up for trauma. Success cannot heal trauma. What will heal trauma is therapy. Adverse childhood experiences must be submitted to a therapist. By now, you must have a therapist. You see, somebody say you are a street fighter. How can you be looking fresh and just one statement, you are ready to remove your shirt? What's going on? So, I will meet you at the Reparenting Your Inner Child workshop. We are going to be having a discussion, 2 hours daily this month, 6 hours one weekend. Send me a DM via my handle at Emotions Doctor. I want to register. I want to sign up. Send me a DM. You should be in class. You should be in class. You should be in class. I am still spending money on myself. With what my CV says, I say to myself, who I am. Who am I? Sorry, that's the English. Who am I without titles? Let them strip you of all your titles and award and agenda. What is your personal value? What is your healing history? What is your healing story? Go hard on your personal life the same way you are going hard on your career and finances. You should have a goal for your personal life, for your healing. You didn't have a hand in your trauma, but you must have a hand in your healing. Healing is not a gift of nature. You must pay for healing. You must nurture yourself from instability to stability. So I'll see you at the Reparenting Your Inner Child workshop. Please send me a DM to attend. It is happening this month, 2 hours every day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, July 29th to 31st. Just send me a DM at Emotions Doctor and you'll get all the details. So any questions? I will respond to 2 questions and I'm good. Thank you so much, Uncle Okwe, for tweeting and talking to us. Thank you to everybody who tweeted, who bought badges, every soul. Questions. Any questions? I'll take 2 questions And I'll see you the next time I decide to show up. The title, once again, is You Can't Achieve Your Way Out of Trauma. Any questions? It doesn't look like we have a question. This will be waiting. This will be waiting on my wall, so I will just put it there. Yeah. So somebody says, I'm entering your DM. We must have a family meeting together at the Reparenting Your Inner Child workshop. Let's have the conversation. Let's cry together. Let's laugh together. Let's heal together. Let's heal together. It is crucial to reparent. Somebody said, how do you heal? That is what I'll be discussing at the Reparenting Your Inner Child workshop. That conversation is a paid conversation. Healing is not free. Salvation is not free. Somebody died. Healing is not free. So I'll talk to you some other time. I like to plan surprises. Put on your notifications. I also have 120 videos on YouTube. Feast on them. I have set a table before you. My name and my surname. Reparenting Your Inner Child workshop. Be with me 6 hours. Ask me any questions for 6 fantastic hours. And I will respond if I know the answers. I will see you at the Reparenting Your Inner Child workshop. I love you. I am rooting for you. Remember to love yourself, to show up for yourself, and to always ask yourself the question, who am I without my title? Bye.